Good evening, I'm Tracy Lang and I'd like to bid you a very warm welcome to our first YPC Update Desk for 2018. Thank you to all our viewers for the positive feedback we received after our previous updates. Please do keep it coming. Tonight we have another exciting program to ensure that you are totally up to date with what is happening. As per the norm, we start off by crossing over to Apostle Jerry Hubert for the latest news on the convention.
We've just completed another one of our management team meetings in preparation, and I must say things are coming together quite well. First of all, allow me just to thank all those who've made so many sacrifices in planning it to make an event of this magnitude happen. A lot of people have to contribute much energy and a lot of time and also a lot of their attention. And that has been done. A special vote of thanks also to the host families. Many people who have decided to open their homes, who've taken the opportunity to allow brothers and sisters from other areas into their homes. A special thank you to them, and we believe that these will be relationships that will last a lifetime. Coming back to the event, we've now concluded the arrangements on a national level. We're down now to a local level. And for that to happen, a local apostle area is linked with an apostle area from the outlying areas, what we refer to as the inbound attendees. They will arrive, they will make the necessary arrangements to meet up on the Friday evening at the host centers. And here we want to raise a special plea that if you are allocated to a specific host center, do not attend to another center. The reason for that is at that host center there will be a goodie bag. Here behind me, our team of volunteers are busy preparing some of the items linked to these goodie bags. And each person will receive, when they arrive at the welcome center, a goodie bag which will have a lanyard, a cap, their t-shirt, and some information relevant to the weekend for them. They will then also have some fellowship together. Now, there may be the one or the other that cannot go to the hosting center, and this is where they need to team up with their Apostle Area Coordination team to make arrangements for them to receive their goodie bag. And then after the Friday evening, and we have no expectation for them to sleep on Friday evening, this is a weekend of fun and enjoyment. They will meet up on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at the stadium. Then we'll have the variety concert. That will run the afternoon until 3 o'clock. And I must say there are exciting items that has already been handed in to be performed that afternoon. The Chief Apostle will arrive at 3 o'clock. Then the finalists of our entrance will participate, and out of that we will decide the winner, similar to a idols concept. And then once that has concluded, we will go our different directions. And again, there's not much expectation of people to sleep the evening. They're here to have fun, they're here to enjoy themselves, and that's what we want. And then on Sunday, we have the highlight of the weekend, the divine service. At 10 o'clock the Sunday morning, we will arrive at the divine service will start. And after the divine service, we will go our different directions. Now, leading up to this event, we've launched the water saving campaign. And this is where I maybe want to end off and ask people to put in a special effort. We know and we understand the drought in Cape Town, and to alleviate that challenge, we are busy with a water drive where first of all we want to share information on how do we save water, but we also want to collect 5-liter bottles of sealed water that we will take to our congregations. We will distribute it to a central point, and we'll hand that over to the City Council for distribution to communities that are in need of this water. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and let us now pray for the success of the event.
Thank you, Apostle Jerry, for that update. We are all well aware of the devastating drought that the residents of Cape Town are experiencing. For this reason, everyone attending the convention, both ministers and the young people, are encouraged to bring along sealed bottled water, which will be handed over to the City of Cape Town after the convention. All donations can be delivered to the welcome centers that will be set up in all the Apostle areas in Cape Town on Friday, the 16th of January 2018. Your support is appreciated. There are just under 24 days left before we are all going to walk through those gates at the Cape Town Stadium to experience special moments with our Chief Apostle. I don't know about you, but I know for certain that there is one person that is very excited for this event. I spoke to our District Apostle earlier today to see how he is feeling ahead of the event. District Apostle, thank you very much for making the time to chat to us today.
Oh no, it's my pleasure. It's always, I think I talk easily, that's okay.
Oh no, you do, that we know very well. So let's start with how you're feeling about YPC. Are you excited about it?
Look, by now, you remember I always get it wrong. But by now I've got it correct, hashtag YPC 18 to 18. So whenever I say it now, at least it's correct. But I'm terribly excited. And wherever I go, I've just come from Mpumalanga, I'll be in Kimberley over the weekend, and I've been all over the country. And when the youth and the young people come to greet, they all say, "See you in Cape Town." And that's just so nice.
Have you managed to speak to the Chief Apostle, and what are his thoughts about it?
Oh no, he's excited. He's looking forward to it, together with the guests who are coming. And he said to me the last time we met, he says, no, he's really, really looking forward to it. And I know so, that he is excited to meet the young people. The young people, okay, I must be careful. The older, recycled young people are also important to him, but he loves to be with the young people. And he's extremely happy that the young people, I think in the old days, youth, we had a perception of youth. And that we've changed, and now this is actually the launch of the young people's movement, where our definition of a young person is not the same as we had with the youth. So everybody's welcome, and that feeling of inclusivity is just so great.
That is really a wonderful feeling. Now I'm sure there are a few moments where you are still speaking to the others, the people who are involved with the planning, and you might hear a thing here or there. Is everything going smoothly? Are you happy with how the planning is going?
Of course, there'll always be a little bit of hiccups here and there, and I do feel a little bit for our youth outside of Cape Town, because we had a registration fee of 100 rands, which was just from a control point of view, that we know exactly how many young people are coming. And many could afford to do that. But many outside of Cape Town had to pay their fare to get here. And I'm excited that many can come. And there are a few who would have loved to have come, but they couldn't afford the fare. And we've got some young people from the Seychelles, from Reunion, from Mozambique, and they're all coming, and they're all being part of this one togetherness, young people. Movement with our Chief Apostle, and that's great.
And on that note of people coming from outside of Cape Town, the issue was accommodation, but yet our members pulled through as they always do.
Ah, for sure. I often tell stories about these accommodation, and I heard something only last week. When I was a priest and a youth leader in Balthorn congregation, we often had trips to Riversdale. And on one such occasion, in fact twice, we went to the a bosbostasie. Jy weet 'n bosbostasie in Garsha, in Oakdale, in Riversdale. And there was our members living in beautiful wooden houses. And there we were accommodated by normal members of the congregation. And here was this deacon and his wife, and my brother and I and another friend, we overnighted there. We were the leaders and the youth in other areas, but we were all part of this Garsha situation. And the other day, a week or two ago, the bishop phoned me to say that he's giving that couple the golden wedding anniversary blessing.
Oh, wow.
Or they received it. I don't know if the bishop himself did it, but I could send a message to them. And they opened their home to 2 or 3 guys that are coming on a youth trip. At that time, they had no idea that actually sleeping in their home is a future apostle and a future district apostle. And you can just imagine that is so great. So that kind of experience, and the people that are opening up their hearts and their homes, that is just so great and so thankful. But for me, that's loving your neighbor in action. Because we don't just say love your neighbor. I love you enough to say come sleep in my house, come eat my food, and come share the little water that I have too. Because that's also an issue that we have to be aware of.
And that's leading us beautifully into what else I need to speak to you about, which is what can the youth, the young people, young people, what can they expect spiritually on that weekend?
Well, when they arrive, they should be here by the Friday, and then they have fellowship in their local congregation, wherever they're staying, which we call a G to G. There'll be a youth fellowship for them, and they'll get to know their brothers and sisters in Cape Town, hopefully have some fun. But of course, you know, our youth are so faithful. I'm sure they'll all be in bed by 10 o'clock.
Of course, yes, very responsible.
And if they're not in bed by 10 o'clock, maybe their watches were wrong or something. So yeah, they'll have a great time. They'll have a great time on Friday. And then on Saturday, their host will give them some breakfast. And then we have a concert at the stadium for a few hours, where our chief apostle, I think it's at 4 o'clock, or will join us. And for the last hour, we'll present. They'll all come and present. They'll sing, they'll act, they'll dance, they'll do whatever they did and practice and present to everybody. And our chief apostle hopefully will see maybe the top six acts of what has happened. And he will say hello to us. And then the youth maybe will go and have a look at the waterfront and so on. And then also the highlight being Sunday, when we will be served by our chief apostle. And that's opportunities of a lifetime. And I'm convinced our young people will have it and will be with them for the rest of their lives. And for many, realize that they come from little congregations, remote congregations, and just the picture that they are part of such a big church, that it will really be comforting to them.
And I think that's all I can ask from you. I think you ended it on a beautiful note. Thank you very much for chatting to us today, and all of the best for the last while, the last stretch.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's going well, and it's hard work. But the one thing, everybody's excited and everybody's just having fun.
We are almost at the conclusion of this update. It would, however, not be right to say goodbye without wishing our final year confirmants well for their big day on Sunday, the 4th of February 2018. Please be assured of our prayers and remain faithful to your vow and faithful to Christ. I would also like to say a special thank you to your parents who have done so much to raise you in a beautiful, godly manner. We can't wait to have you in the ranks of the young people and look forward to a meaningful contribution from you in the future. And that's it for this month's update. I would like to wish all organizing teams well in their preparations, and I urge you to get involved in the build-up to this exciting once-in-a-lifetime event. Please email us with any questions to ypc18to18@nac-sa.org.za, and the Youth Committee will get back to you. The next hashtag YPC18to18 update will be on Thursday, the 8th of February 2018, where we get the young people to share their thoughts and feelings ahead of this very special occasion. You could be one of them. Just look out for the NAC TV crew at a venue near you. On that note, we wish you all a pleasant evening further. Good night.